Okay. Hello. This is chapter 3, comparing distributions. It's a pretty short chapter. I think it's 5 or 6 pages. Anyway, so this chapter is, as the title says, about comparing two distributions. Um, so these are all just, I've basically, because the chapter is very small, this video is basically just a collection of tips that I made. So this is tip number 1, which is present facts. Don't make claims. Okay, so don't tell them it looks like this distribution has something. It looks like this distribution looks like something. Don't do that. Okay, so what you want to do is use this wording. A calculator gives, and then you tell them. You make factual claims, not factual claims. You present facts. You tell them a calculator gives the standard deviation to be something. A calculator gives the standard deviation for distribution 1 to be this, for distribution 2 to be that, right? And you directly compare them. So what do you directly compare? Well, let's go back to this diagram here. So this, if you watched the last video, I put this in text in the description of the last video. But anyway, so what do you want to compare? You want to compare shape. You want to compare, is it right skewed, left skewed, symmetrical, normal? Are there clusters? Is it a bimodal? Something like that, right? Usually they're not bell-shaped, surprisingly enough, for comparing distributions. Because if they were bell-shaped, then I don't think there would be that much. They wouldn't be testing your ability to compare different points, right? Because for bell-shaped distributions, then a lot of the points become the same. Okay, so outliers, IQR, any potential one. Again, put this data into, if you can put the data into L1 or L2, and then put the data in, tell them what exactly tell them the value, give values. Okay, so give values. If you don't give values, they will not give you marks. Okay, so give values. Then center, mean, mode, compare, give values. The mean for this distribution is 500. Next one, mean is 700. Whatever, right? If skewed, again, if it's we touched this last time, but if it's right skewed, well, then the mean will be a little bit ahead than the median. And if it's left skewed, then the mean will be a little farther to the left than the median, right? So we touched on that. So you should say those things. Spread, variance, standard deviation, not so much z-score, not so much percentile ranking, but these 4 things: IQR, range, variance, standard deviation. You don't want to usually give variance, you just give standard deviation. So do that. Oh yes, I said it here as well. Give value. Okay. Don't need this part. Yeah, so just strike that out. And give actual values. Basically, this is the main point of this lecture, is just give values. If they ask you to compare, do anything with any sort of data, just directly give values. That is about it. Yeah, just compare everything. State distribution 1 looks like this, distribution 2 looks like that. Yeah, that's it. Reading these double 2 distributions, for example, double bar charts, parallel box plots, those should be easy. You should, even if you don't know how to do them, just look at the question, and just by looking at the question, you'll be able to understand how to do it. You don't even need to read the text. Yep, that's it for chapter 3. Do the questions, especially for this one, the FRQs, and yeah, we'll see you in chapter 4, which is a big chapter.